and welcome to another episode of Two Straws.
Two Straws!
It's been a little bit since we've been talking fights. Miss Angela Overkill Hill had to take care of business.
That bitch lost. I was robbed! Robbed!
Drink up, bub. Okay, so we are here to discuss... Oh, God, that's so gross. We're here to discuss UFC 228, Woodley versus Till, where they fight for the welterweight title.
Hopefully you don't have the same judges I had for my fight. I'm throwing shade.
And just a little side note, this episode of Two Straws is brought to you by World Bare Knuckle Fighting Federation.
Ooze. Because everybody knows it always is better when it's bare.
Make sure to give World BKFF a follow on Instagram and Twitter. And don't forget to check out their awesome lightweight tournament on November 9th.
They got some good talent in there. They got Melvin Gillard, Chris Lieben.
They have Isaac Valley Flag.
Yeah.
They have Josh Neer.
Ooh.
Phil Baroni.
Ooh.
Just to name a few, this lightweight tournament and the whole card is completely stacked. And if you are a fan of MMA, you see a lot of former MMA fighters or former UFC fighters transferring over to bare knuckle boxing. Yeah,
So,
it's
check
really
that
exciting.
Out. Check it out.
All right, the first fight that we're going to talk about on this card is Donna versus Poodle Ova. Now, Donna was supposed to fight in UFC in LA, but her opponent, Betch Correa, had to pull out due to an eye injury. So she was rebooked to fight Poodle Ova.
Now she has one good eye left.
Do you get that reference?
Poor this woman.
I always look forward to watching Aldana fight. She has very nice boxing. She fights in the pocket, really nice head movement, light on her feet, and she's pretty cute.
Yeah, she's from Team Grasso, so, no teeth will be seen in this fight.
Next up on the fight card, we have Dodson versus Rivera.
But Jess, before we talk about the fight, we got to look at Dodson's haircut. Like, what is going on? Like, the naked eye would think that me and Dodson have a similar haircut, but he actually looks like Doc from Back to the Future, like Black Doc. Like, seriously, look at it.
I mean, he looks kind of like Beetlejuice.
Oh.
Showtime.
Say Demetrius Johnson 3 times and he disappears. Oh! He looks like fucking Black Kramer. Like,
he does.
Oh. Like, I bet that would have saved him in the comedy club if he was actually, Black Kramer.
Don King without the gray.
Oh, young Don King.
He also looks like Richard Simmons. He also jumps around like Richard Simmons.
He does. I'm a pony.
I love ponies.
So, Dodson versus Rivera. It's going to be interesting. I'm drunk. I don't know where I am.
It's okay.
What's the
I got
point?
you. No, I got
I hate
you.
life.
I got you. Here.
What do I know about fighting? Those judges rob you of all your goals and dreams.
Okay.
I broke her hand.
Her arm.
Both of them.
Her forearm. Obviously, Angela's coping well
Fat
with her
bitches.
last fight.
Rock monsters.
So the last time that Dodson fought, he actually fought Moraes, and he lost a
split decision.
It was a little bit controversial. Yeah. There were lots of shots to the nuts, and people argued that had the point been deducted,
had he not split his nutsack, it wouldn't have been split the decision.
Exactly. And Rivera also fought Moraes the last time, and he ended up finishing him fairly quickly.
Yeah, it was like a first round knockout by Moraes. He knocked out Rivera, so yeah, who's going to be the kind of guy who stands out among the three of them? They're all kind of like in the talks of fighting the champs. So.
Definitely, and I think this, a win from this fight could actually catapult them into title contention picture. So definitely interesting.
Yeah, fun fight. Fun fight with 2 little scrappy little bantamweights. Oh.
Yeah. And in the strawweight division, we have an interesting matchup between Carla Esparza and Tatiana Suarez. Wrestler versus wrestler.
Oh, yeah. Ground and pound versus lay and pray.
Lunesta versus Ambion.
Oh. They're both really good at what they do. Much like the sleeping pills.
So, some people would argue that Carla Esparza's fights are a little, lackluster. Nice way of putting it.
Yeah, they're good. They're skilled. They're time-tested. But it's kind of like ordering warm milk at a bar.
Or no duels at a bar.
Yeah, that one person. If a Carla fight got abducted, it wouldn't be the Amber Alert. It'd be like the Beige Alert.
So Esparza versus Suarez is a fairly interesting matchup because it is wrestler versus wrestler.
Yeah, similar styles. One's a little shorter than the other, but they're still gonna
a lot shorter than the other.
Yeah,
it's like
one's gonna
half
go
of a
like
foot.
that.
Interesting matchup, potential to be grappler versus grappler. So that's the kind of fight that I'd like to see. Although you sometimes see strong grapplers like to turn into strikelers because they don't want to grapple. Strikelers.
That's what it's gonna feel like to them. Little strickling match. It should be an interesting matchup. I'm gonna watch it because
I
hate everyone in my weight class and I want them all to die. So.
Moving on. In another strawweight matchup, we have Jessica Andrade versus Karolina Kowalkiewicz.
AKA the two people that Rose didn't want to fight.
This matchup definitely has title implications in it. It's kind of weird that one of these girls wasn't already fighting for the title and they have to duel it out. I could have seen either one of them really going for a title fight.
Yeah, I think whoever wins this is going to make a really good case. I don't think there's any denying whoever wins this fight. Andrade has had a lot of success from being the bigger girl in the cage, but I also think that that's starting to test her chin. She got dropped against Tisha. The more you cut weight, we saw with Joanna, the more that you get kind of vulnerable to your chin getting tested. So I think Karolina has a good chance of testing that chin, and we'll see if that happens.
And she's so cute. Kind of a little girl crush on her.
Really?
Yeah, she's adorable.
Oh my god, she's like a granny to me. I feel like she's gonna give me hard candies when I see her.
What are you talking about? She's cute. Have you ever seen the way she leans against the cage?
Oh, it's probably because her hips are sore. I bet the UFC pays her in nickels, and she's like, don't spend it all in one place.
Stop talking crap about my girl.
Oh, you have like a granny complex.
No, I don't. She's like in her 20s. How is your grandmother?
It's okay, Jess. Everyone has that thing. You want me to knit you a little sweater, sweetie?
And in the flyweight division, we have Nicco Montano taking on Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah, the co-main event.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's counting Nicco out, but I think I'm a bet on the champ with this one. Like, we should make a bet.
Wait, you mean Shevchenko?
No, that's a challenger. Nicco's a champ. Oh my god, you're like the worst. You just like the casuals.
How dare you? Well, then I guess this will be the first fight that they'll have the champ walk out first.
Oh! But yeah, we should make a bet. Like, I think that everyone's counting her out. She has that scrappy, like, Pena-esque from her series of tough, kind of, you know, toughness, scrappiness. She always finds a way. So I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna bet on the champ.
Well, I can totally understand and respect that reference between Pena and Montano because, I mean, she ran through everyone, very well unknown. She went through everyone in the Ultimate Fighter house, and she really rose to the occasion. So you've definitely got to respect that. She definitely does not get the respect that she deserves. However, I think that a win over Valentina will definitely put her up in that, and people will start kind of paying attention to her.
Oh, yeah.
Although I got to go with Shevchenko. I really like her. I think 125 is a great weight class for her. She's been fighting up. And again, similar to Andrade, she can take that power and strength and really put it into the 125-pound division. Mm-hmm. So she was very successful at 135, and I think it'll transfer well to her more natural weight class.
I feel you.
So it's a bet?
It's a bet. You know, I don't think she's going to die like everyone's saying. I think she will live to fight another day as champion. Hopefully I won't lose. Come on, Nikko. You can do it. I really fucked up last bet. I got something bad coming to me if I lose.
And for the main event, we have Woodley versus Till for the welterweight championship.
Yeah.
So Woodley's had a long layoff due to injury, and Till is coming off of a kind of a win off of Wonder Boy.
Yeah. I mean, what was it supposed to be, Colby? And he had a sinus injury or something.
Baby.
Yeah. Hopefully this fight happens because I know Woodley is dead set on not fighting Till if he doesn't weight. Last time, Till missed weight by about a third, 3/8 of a dern.
He did.
Yeah.
He's not known for making weight consistently.
No.
And since this is a title fight, it's very important to be on the dot. Otherwise, the fight gets scrapped.
Mm-hmm.
So we are actually special enough to have our own curse here at Two Straws.
The Two Straws curse. Every time we break down a big fight, it gets canceled. We're not proud of it, but it happens.
It's actually quite frustrating. A lot of time and effort and thought goes into the show.
Yeah.
People just like
And
messing
drinks.
it up. Lots of drinks.
Lots of drinks go into our bodies while making the show.
Break the curse, boys. How do you see this fight going? We have a straightforward striker in Till, and we have an explosive, more wrestling base, but with knockout power in Woodley.
Yes.
I see the champ taking it, honestly. I think he can put Till on his heels, score a takedown or two. We really haven't seen a lot from Till's groundwork, so I kind of see that that's the way the fight's going to go.
I feel like whenever you have a champ that wins close decisions, they have the edge because they have that knowledge so that they don't gas out, they don't overexert themselves, but they're still scoring enough to look like the winner in the judges' eyes. So I feel like Woodley has the edge when it comes to the decision, but Till does have that knockout power, and he's huge. Like, he's so fucking big. Like, if he makes weight, those first 2 rounds I feel like are going to be very scary for Woodley.
And if this fight doesn't happen,
oh
what do you think happens?
Worst case scenario.
I see Till not making weight, Woodley declining Usman, who steps in to take the belt.
Okay.
So Woodley's out. Then we have Usman versus Till, but it really doesn't make sense because if Till didn't make weight, then they wouldn't let him fight.
It's no title fight.
So in comes Colby Covington.
Colby Covington comes in. They play his walkout music. Out of nowhere, a ladder drops in the middle of the cage. Then, Sage Northcutt, the Hulk, Brock Lesnar, John Jones, like, everybody just, like, comes running into the cage. And it's, like, one of those, what are those things called? The,
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank match. At the top of the ladder is a briefcase with the interim belt in it. And everyone has to fight for it.
Fuck yeah. I'd pay to watch that.
That's fucking money right there. Yeah. That's MMA.
Well, thank you all for joining us for another episode of Two Straws.
Two Straws.
Jesus. This is my co-host, Angela Hill, who is in the middle of a bender. I am Jessica Penne, and thank you once again for joining us.
Forgot to do that.
It's been a while, folks. But we're glad to have back, and thank you again for watching. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Cheers. Hey, biggest motherfucking mall.